So let's take a look at what we have here. At first glance, it looks like a 2021 Street Glide Standard in the River Rock Gray color, which is a color I like a lot, but further inspection, you'll see no hydraulic clutch on this 2021 Street Glide. So I don't think anyone saw that coming. I pay attention to all the rumors, and I never heard the cable clutch was making a comeback for 2021, but here's your proof. Now, I do think this is on all touring models, so this happens to be the standard, like I said, but I'm pretty sure it will be across the board. I don't know about CVOs, so I have no clue what's going on with the CVOs, but I would say there's a chance those have the hydraulic clutches, but again, we won't know until they get here. Now, why Harley did this, I have no clue. It's definitely no secret that they had some recalls and they had some issues with those hydraulic clutches. I like a hydraulic clutch. I had a recall on my 2015 Street Glide. Not a big deal. Took it to the dealership. They got it fixed. I can't even remember what it was. So not that big of a deal, but I know they did have a few. So that could have something to do with it. Maybe they're going to perfect it and bring it back later. I don't know. That's just speculation. One thing a lot of guys didn't like was there was no adjustment. Now, I don't see an adjustment on either end of this clutch. I don't know if there's a workaround for that or if you could replace the cable and do something that is adjustable, but you know you can't do it with the hydraulic. I would imagine there is some way to adjust this one. And then lastly, one thing that I do like about going back to the cable over the hydraulic is the friction zone. So the hydraulic had a very small friction zone of where that clutch would start to pull. At low speeds, I tend to drag the rear brake and work the clutch to help me do tighter turns, maneuver the bike a little better, especially these big touring bikes. So the friction zone on these clutches, I mean, this is an arbitrary number, I guess, but I'm gonna say it's about 20% wider. So you have a lot more range. Also with those hydraulic clutches, I like that they were short. They were pretty short. But with that, like, you don't have the dexterity in your fingers like you do with this one. So this one kind of engages here and you've got to there. So, I mean, that is a pretty big deal to a lot of people. I'm pretty indifferent. I enjoy the hydraulic clutch. I've never had a problem with a cable clutch from Harley Davidson. So I don't really mind them going back to the cable.